Dennis Murray is very multifaceted,
He's an optimist.
very genuine, very warm.
My first impression of Dennis Murray, driven, very intense.
Very clear, articulate, straight shooter.
And it isn't just he's great at building buildings and expanding campuses.
He'll do the jobs that have to be done. He doesn't stand on office or position.
He is very clear about his expectations, and the expectations are across the board.
He's not looking for recognition. He's not looking for honors.
I often wondered if there was really more than one of him around.
There's a wonderful simplicity about him that to me reflects some of the qualities that the early brothers had here in the college, that no job was beneath anyone.
In the 37 years that we've been together at Marist, I think we've only had one minor difference of opinion, and it turned out that Dennis was right.
There was no secret that Marist was not doing well when Dennis took over.
If anyone had seen this college back in 1979 or so, it was just a very different place, and yet he had a vision. And he was really able to convince people that that vision would come to life.
He didn't just show up at a college that was set and ready and run it. He built this college.
He really decided more than anything else, we needed a master plan. All of our academic buildings would be within a 5-minute walk of the center of campus, and all of our residents would be within a 10-minute walk of the center of campus. Emphasized river views because it is a strategic resource that very few schools have.
Dennis had a much larger vision. He could see that the technology was the transforming instrument for Marist College.
For students to be able to use technology was unquestioned here, that we were ahead of college campuses across the country, colleges big and small.
It's not about following the latest fad. It's about following the smart trends in the industry.
He's got breadth. I mean, he does everything well. Marist College is one of the most successful schools in the country from a financial point of view. Now, how many college presidents really understand the financial world to be able to manage it like a business that maintains the flexibility to do all of the things we've been doing?
One of the things I learned being on this campus early on is that you never walked by a scrap of paper on the ground. You picked it up. And to this day, I pick up any scrap of paper that I walk by that's on the ground because he would pick up a scrap of paper.
Dennis is known for his attention to detail. There's no one in this room watching this video who is not aware of that.
Some of us joke that he walks around with a tape measure to make sure all the blades of grass are exactly the same size.
So I remember when we went to select the chairs for the new library. That was a 45-minute meeting. We had about 6 or 7 chairs, and people were sitting on one versus the other. This one's too hard. That one will only last 5 years.
The strength that Dennis has of minding the store and all of its myriad of detail, large and small, has been the key to Marist's success.
Carries over into everything that they do. And over the years, you can see the questions that he used to be the one asking, his staff are asking those questions.
When you have a meeting with Dr. Murray, at some point he'll say, you know what would be really interesting? And that spurs the next idea. And you get home and you say, well, I think I've just been conned, because you realize you've just taken on another huge project.
The minute you reached a goal, you really didn't sit around and congratulate each other on it. Immediately there was a next goal set.
Dennis was convinced that by growing, we could improve. And history has proven that he was correct. Because when you look at the growth curve of Marist, you will find that it is parallel to the growth in excellence.
Dennis moved the institution from a small regional college to something on a national and international scale, and he did so with great planning and foresight. This year, the college is recognized among the most premier institutions in the United States in the Princeton Reviews, 50 colleges that create futures.
From day one with Dennis, it started off that he was embracing the Marist brothers as we were.
There's just a lot of positive interaction that he has with community members. He's been a neighbor for 37 years, wants to be involved with organizations, particularly organizations that share our mission.
It's not just the buildings, it's not just the faculty, it has this amazing character and amazing charisma to the college.
The vision is true. It's about providing a place that nurtures young people and faculty.
You've got to give young people a moral compass so they can make decisions that are in the best interest of themselves, but also of the human community. And I think that that's something he's trying to inculcate in them.
When I speak to colleagues at other schools and colleges and universities, and I tell them what I've been able to do, almost the first response they have is, oh, we'd never be able to do that here.
It's everything all together, all the pieces fit together to make Marist what Marist is. And that's just something that so many people fall in love with, whether they realize it when they first walk onto campus or it takes them a few weeks, few months to realize.
An important part of the Marist mission is to prepare students globally, for this challenging world in the 21st century. And something right at the forefront is study abroad. And some, of course, at our own branch campus in Florence, Italy, which, of course, was Dennis's idea as well.
He really comes up to you and he smiles and says, "Hi, how are you doing?" He really makes you feel at home here.
I love to watch the students with Dennis. Their favorite thing is to take selfies with him. They ask him all the time, "Can we take a selfie with you, Dr. Murray?" And he always will take time for selfies.
And he was just walking around and saying hello to everyone and greeting all the new students and their families. And I kind of was shocked. This guy, the president of the college, was coming up to not only the accepted students, but their families.
He's like an older brother in the midst of young people. And that's just a great model, I think, for young people.
I was walking out of the library one day, right by his office, and I saw him and walked to my next class with him, just kind of catching up, what I'm doing, what my plans were.
He is that kind of guy who will see the new freshman class come in, and then he wants to meet as many people as possible.
It's kind of funny because no matter what happens on the campus, if there's any kind of a policy or a decision that's made that's unpopular with students, they're always, well, we're gonna go to President Murray about this, as though he doesn't realize that this has happened. It's kind of like President Murray would never allow this to happen.
The students know he loves them, and that to me is the foundation of education. When people feel that sense of concern, they're able to do things even far beyond their ability.
First time I met President Murray was after a football game my sophomore year. We won the championship and he came up and introduced himself to me and just congratulated me for my season, the game I had. So that was like my first impression. I was like, wow, he noticed me out of the crowd.
He really is a fan. I mean, he really does enjoy the athletic contests. He goes to a lot of them.
I am continuously surprised at how well versed he is in sports, way more than me. I mean, if we had a sports trivia game, I'd be out in the first round. He would blow right by me.
Yeah, he comes out and, he speaks to the team. Last year he spoke to us a couple times. Nice to see him and know that we have his support.
Do you think he can dance?
He definitely has some moves, I'm sure, yeah. I haven't seen it personally, but I'm sure he can.
His dancing style.
I think it's pretty good, not bad. Definitely needs some improvement. If you want some pointers, I could show him, but other than that, I think President Murray, has the moves, to make it happen.
I think Dennis Murray will be remembered as a man who came to Poughkeepsie from California with his family and transformed an institution that was in great trouble.
A small college along the banks of the Hudson, not very well known, to one with an international reputation in a variety of different areas.
He opened my eyes to the importance of the roots of an institution if you project something into the future.
How to get better and how to stay better and how to be great.
Every college should have someone with his level of engagement, energy, and interest.
His impact in the Hudson River Valley was far and wide. The primary one was building Marist into the kind of institution that it is today.
I think the world of higher education is going to look back at Marist and say, there was some kind of magic there. A big piece of that magic is Dennis Murray and the vision he had for us in his ability to look forward and see what was coming and have us be ready.
Okay, Dennis, I've known you a long time. I'm looking forward to seeing you now as, a mentor, not necessarily always be the boss at this point, although I certainly will always consider you that.
I wish you and Marilyn and your family joy and happiness and good cheer.
You and your presence here on campus really define Marist and make it such a wonderful place.
I'd like to say thank you for these past wonderful years that I've been here at Marist.
It's been an honor to work for you.
Your passion and investment in the community really shows, and so thank you for making this so great.
I want to thank you for welcoming me to this school. It's not only has changed me as a man, but it's also improved my character.
Dr. Murray, thank you so much for your leadership at Marist College. Thank you for your friendship.
I just want to thank you for making me feel like this place is my home and this place is my family.
Thank you for everything that you've done for our team, for our community.
The major contribution is your person, who you are to so many here, so many who've been here in the past, so many who are here now.
I want to congratulate you, and not only your leadership, but one that transformed an institution.
All I can say, Dennis, is where'd the time go?
Congratulations, Dr. Murray, on an extraordinary career of service.
Dr. Murray, job well done. You've made the lives of thousands and thousands of young people better.
Dennis, you have done an outstanding job as president of Marist College. Congratulations on your decades of service to your school and to the public.
I'm so proud of your achievements. And I know that the Marist brothers, who arrived in Poughkeepsie a century ago, are smiling down from heaven today.
And I just have this feeling that while your contributions have been great, your greatest contributions to Marist are yet in front of you. Godspeed to you and Marilyn in your journey.
As you transition to your new role as President Emeritus, and am I ever happy you're sticking around, let me thank you for your dedicated service to higher education. Marist has thrived under your leadership. So President Emeritus Murray, I'm thrilled to join a lot of people who think the world of you this evening in thanking you for your service. May God richly bless you in the years to come, and may education in our beloved region continue to benefit from your presence and leadership.
Hey, big congratulations to Dr. Dennis Murray. 37 years at Marist College. I just left the school when the doctor came, and that was one of the reasons he took the job, because I was gone. He was offered it years before. I said, when this guy goes, I may consider it.
Say, enjoy the evening, Dennis. Don't think your association with Marist is over. We still have a lot of work to do over the next 15 to 20 years.